Okay guys, alright, back working on the Porsche today. I am going to install the exhaust mods that I want to do today. So let's get some shit out. I'm just going to film everything because that's almost easier. I'll explain this part again. So I am changing from these slash cut tips. Basically these tips are stainless, but they're just a burnt finish. They're not real titanium or anything. But these are slash cut 2-inch to 3.5-inch tips. And they're a little bit too loud and raspy for me. I think they look really cool and they look awesome on the car. They're just a little too raspy and not as refined as what I'm looking for. And it makes the car sound kind of deeper than it is, if that makes sense. Because if you think about this, this is like a trombone horn or like a tuba horn. So it's just like amplifying it and deepening the sound. What I would rather see out of the car, or hear rather, is a more focused tone. So I'm switching from these slash cut tips to, I can show you up here. I got these two mini race mufflers from Totalflow, and I think these will accomplish what I'm looking for. Pretty cool little things. So they're 2 inches straight through, and it's almost like a little bottle resonator right here. What I'm hoping this does is clean up some of the rasp. It should make it less boomy, and it should help raise the pitch a little bit. It's kind of more of what I'm going for. Now I could ceramic coat this or high temp ceramic coat this, but right now I just want to test the fitment on the car and get it mocked up because I want to see what it sounds like more than anything. So yeah, I should probably clear coat these or ceramic coat them since they're going to be outside on the end of the car. But they are stainless. I think they're 304 stainless, so we'll see. They're 2 inches, they're slip-on. Let me show you the clamps that I got. This is just from Amazon. The brand is Evil Energy, but I'm sure you could use any. Some stainless steel 2-inch exhaust clamps. So now I need to find out what size hardware that is. And this should be a pretty quick and painless install. I don't really want to use these ramps right there. I think I'll be able to fit underneath the car. So I really don't want to use the ramps if I don't have to. So now I'm just looking for the right size hardware. I'm sure it says somewhere on there. It's a 15 mil. Yeah, so we'll go with this 5/8. Okay, yeah, so anyways, went to Harbor Freight, picked up a rotary tool, and I went ahead and slash cut, like, well, whatever, not slash cut. I made some slits here in the muffler. Hopefully this lets my clamp actually work. I'm a little skeptical, but we're about to find out. So, okay, I finally got it mounted. I had to put the car up on some ramps to really get it in there, but it's on there pretty good. So now I'm gonna test drive it, heat cycle the car, and just see if it sounds any different. My goal was to kind of tone down the raspiness, hopefully increase the pitch, and maybe minimize some drone. For reference, this has a Circuit Werks version 1.5 catback, and it also has their headers with the 200 cell cats. They're pretty much equal length short tube headers. The car has some other mods, but I'm going to show you guys that stuff later. Right now, I just want to test out and see if this works. So I'm gonna move all this shit. Pretty easy to work on the Boxster, just with ramps generally, because everything's mid-engine or in the rear. Not everything, but you know, it's pretty simple. All right, so let's start this up. I can already tell you the startup and idle is quieter for sure. Okay, I'm gonna do a little test drive of the Boxster after I put these little aftermarket mini mufflers on. I'm also gonna take some data samples today on Torque Pro on my dash. I don't know how well we'll be able to see it though. Operating temperatures now, ambient air is at 87 and my intake is showing 95. Definitely granny shifting that because I got a fucking camera in the way. But honestly, I guess I'm kind of liking the mufflers because before I really had to watch out where I did pulls with this thing because it was very loud and kind of raspy. Still loud, but safer. Intake's, now that I've slowed down a little, the intake's heating up a lot. After some pulls out there, 107, 108. Alright guys, little update. I will say these Totalflow mini race mufflers, I mean, they completely destroyed the rasp out of my system. This car is no longer raspy at all. It did lose quite a bit of volume though, I will say. So if you're going for loudness, you know, maybe not consider these, but if you have a lot of rasp in your system and you only have like a short section, like me, I only had this little X pipe right after the two mufflers to do something with the sound. So that's why I went with these little mufflers. At first, probably explained this enough already, but I had these slash cut 2-inch to 3.5-inch tips. And I don't know, I might go back. This is much more civilized though. This is like way less likely to attract attention. It still sounds really good with this setup, so I might keep it. More to come because I'm going to upgrade the intake, so I'm probably going to get more sound out of that. I guess it's all balanced, you know. But this completely destroyed the rasp and any weird, you know, any weird noises that I was having on the deceleration. Before it was giving me a lot of rasp. So I'm glad it killed that, but it may have killed too much of the overall sound. So I don't know. We'll see if I like it, if I can live with it. It's definitely a bit more stealth while still sounding pretty motorsport. So I don't know, maybe I'll ask my friends, see what they think. But anyways, thanks for joining. Have a good one.